Every day on my way to elementary school, middle school, high school, and now my job at Walmart, I pass by an old, disheveled tree. In the later years of his life, he droops over sadly, lifeless and depressed like a skeleton, nostalgically musing over the days of his past. As I walked by, I imagined his life as a tree. I imagined children climbing his limbs giggling. In the spring, he'd sprout little flowers, and lovers would kiss under his shady limbs, carving their names into his tender bark. I imagined him withstanding unbearably freezing winters as he watched children slaying down narrow slopes, not bothering with him and his ugly, bare limbs. Hippies would climb him, sitting in the most camouflaged areas, smoking pot as they started a revolution, with Jimi Hendrix's Purple Haze streaming from a radio sitting in the grass below. But years passed by, and he started to age, bearing less pink flowers every spring until people stopped looking up at him and his shady leaf-covered extensions. From then on, he became more lonely and more gray until one day, when no one was around, no one cared, not even me, his trunk gave in. Today, he lay silently on the ground, rotting and deteriorating as termites eat his insides. And in a perfectly logical way, he reminded me of my grandpa, always there to amuse me. As a child, I would climb upon him like a tree, sitting on his broad shoulders. We would make silly inventions, like the pulley system we made to pass notes up and down the laundry chute, even though Grandma didn't approve. There was no man who could compete for my love, not my father, not the boys at school. But as I grew older, my parents got more involved with their jobs and had no time for me or my grandpa. So all we had was each other. And of course, I had the tree. When I got into high school, I started to get distracted. I forgot about my grandfather and neglected to admire the tree or even look at him as I passed by. And little did I know that they were both disheveling, slowly being pulled from this earth, losing their charm that drew people in, and finally, they both died alone. My grandpa, walking down the stairs, his knees gave in. He fell down the stairs to his sad, lonely death and was buried soon after. He and the tree became one with the earth, and I was left here in this God-forsaken town that had nothing to offer me, with a job at Walmart and a dead tree.